Are you ready? Are you ready to find out about the Star of Africa? I hope so, because today we're reading the second part of the Star of Africa. And if you are using your brain, you'll remember that someone has stolen it. Okay, go get your books and get ready to catch that thief. Okay, so we learned about Heidi and Jeff, two twins living in London, England. Everything is normal. They go to the Tower of London, they see the beautiful Star of Africa, and they look at it. Oh, it's so beautiful. Jeff wants to hold it, but he can't. And then they leave and they sit on the grass, and everything is great until what happens? That's right, the bell starts ringing and the guards are looking everywhere for the Star of Africa. Someone has taken it, a thief. So let's look at page 5 together and see if we can find out who it is or where the Star of Africa is. Okay, got your book open? Can you see that page? Yes, I can see it too. Do you see the Star of Africa? I don't, but I see something else. I see Heidi and Jeff. Jeff looks like he might be running, and he's pointing to someone. Yes, and Heidi looks too. Who are they pointing to? Well, this is very strange. They're pointing at a guard. But this guard isn't with all the other guards. He's by himself, and he's holding something. It looks suspicious to me. I wonder about that guard. You want to find out? Okay, let's read page 5. Let's read at the top of the page and find out what's going on.
Page 5. Many guards run around. They lock all the doors and gates of the Tower of London. They shout, "Nobody move! A thief has the Star of Africa!" Heidi and Jeff are scared. There is a thief in the Tower of London.
What did we just read? Well, there are many guards running around, and they tell everybody to stop. They shout, "Nobody move!" And when that happens, when a security guard says, "Don't move," we freeze. Heidi and Jeff are scared because they don't know what's happening. They might think they know, but they don't know. What does the guard say? There's a thief in the Tower of London. Can you believe it? How did he get in? Who is the thief? Are you the thief? Am I the thief? I don't think so. Let's finish up the page and see if they say.
Suddenly, Jeff sees a guard run through a small door. He is holding onto his big black hat. He looks around, then he sneaks out. "Look," says Jeff. "A guard is running away."
"Maybe he has the Star of Africa,"
says Heidi. She looks at Jeff. "Let's go," says Jeff. They sneak off and follow the guard.
Suddenly, Jeff sees someone come out of a door, the small door. We saw that in the photo. There's a guard leaving, and he's carrying a black hat. Strange for a guard to be carrying a black hat. It looks kind of suspicious as well. So what does Jeff say? Well, he points it out. He says, "Look, the guard is running." And then Heidi thinks, maybe he has the Star of Africa. I think Jeff and Heidi are very smart, but I wonder what they're going to do. Well, what did we read? We read Jeff said, "Let's go." What are they going to do? They're going to follow the guard. So the guard is going to run away and they're going to go after him. I'm so surprised. Did you think it could happen? Let's find out what happens next. Let's turn the page and look at the picture together and see where they go. Jeff and Heidi, can you see them? Where did they go? Well, I can see a little bit of Jeff, and it looks like he's going into a truck. Can you see the truck there? It's big, it has a big back, and the front is blue. And wait, I can see a face. Can you see it in the picture? Yes, there is a face. It is the guard's face. It looks like he's going to drive the truck. I think Heidi and Jeff are in the truck. What are they doing? What are they thinking? Well, remember, they were following the guard before, and now they followed him here. Can you see other people on the page? No, I can't see anybody else in the picture. So it's just Heidi and Jeff and the guard. Whew, it's gonna be intense. Let's read the top of the page and find out what they were thinking.
Page 6. The guard runs quickly through a car park. Heidi and Jeff follow him. He gets into a truck, but the back of the truck is open.
Let's jump in,
says Jeff. Heidi and Jeff run quickly to the truck. They jump in the back before the driver comes to close the big door.
So what were they thinking? Well, the guard is running quickly. He's running quickly through the car park. That's where there are cars and no people inside. It was where you keep your card. Maybe when you're in the Tower of London, you'll keep your car there. So they follow him in there. And then he jumps into a truck. So he's going to drive away. But what was it? The back of the truck is open. The doors are open. And what do Heidi and Jeff do? Well, Jeff says, jump in. What was he thinking? Oh my goodness. And what do? Well, they jump into the back. They run in quickly before the driver can see them. So the big door closes and what? What happens next? Did the driver see them? Does it say? Well, it doesn't. So we're going to have to finish off the page and find out. Did they get into the back without the guard seeing them? I surely hope so. Okay, here we go.
It is dark inside, and they drive off very quickly. After only 5 minutes, the truck stops. Heidi and Jeff are scared.
Where are we? What are we going to do?
Says Heidi.
Shh,
says Jeff.
Did the guard catch them? No, it says that it didn't. That's great. But now they're in the back of the truck and it's really dark, They can't really see anything and Heidi starts to talk. She wants to know where they are. But Jeff says to shh, be quiet. So the truck goes off really fast. How long do they drive for? Do you know? That's right. 5 minutes. They're driving for 5 minutes. They don't know where they are because they're in the back. They can't see anything. Everything is dark, which is why Heidi asks, where are we? I hope they don't get lost. I really hope that the thief or the guard, if that is him, doesn't find them. Let's look at page 7 and find out what happens next. I'm at the edge of my seat. I can't wait. How about you? Okay, so we're looking at the picture on page 7. This is an interesting picture. Can you see it? There's the guard, and he's got something in his hand. Do you see that? I see it too. I can't believe it. It's the Star of Africa. It's true. He is the thief. And who is he talking to? He's talking to another man. The man has kind of a bigger nose, and he's wearing a black hat and a black jacket. I wonder who this man is. Does he know that the guard is a thief? Does he know that it's the Star of Africa? I don't know either. So we're going to have to read on page 7 to find out. Let's read at the top of the page and find out about that guard.
Page 7. Jeff slowly opens the back door of the truck and looks outside. He sees the guard and another man in a black suit. They are talking. They are standing in a big, empty building. "Do you have the star?" says the man in the black suit.
What happens? Well, Jeff opens the door and he looks outside. What does he see? He sees two people talking. Yes, he sees the guard who's standing one side, and then there's another man standing on the other side, and they're talking. And they're standing in an empty building, so no one is around. No one can hear or see the two men talking. And the man says to the guard, "Do you have the Star of Africa?" Well, maybe not in that voice, but he does ask him, "Do you have the Star of Africa?" And what does he have it? We don't know. Let's finish up the bottom of the page and find out what he says. But I think I know. How about you? Do you know? Here we go.
The guard takes off his big black hat, and there it is, the Star of Africa. He gives it to the other man. "It's beautiful," says the man in the black suit.
I have to go back to the Tower of London,
the guard says,
before they see I am not there.
"Yes, go back to the tower. I must quickly run to the circus. It starts at 3 o'clock, and it cannot start without me," says the man in the black suit. The two men run off.
Does the guard have it? Yes, he does, and he gives it to the other man. What does the man say? He says, "Ooh, it's beautiful." He likes the Star of Africa. Remember Jeff wanted to hold it? I bet you Jeff is angry now. What do you think? Well, what's going on? The guard gives the other man the diamond, and he says, "I have to go back to the Tower of London." Why? So people don't miss him. So he's going to go back there, and the other man has to go back to where? The circus. He has to go back to the circus as well, because something needs to start, and it can't start without him. I wonder what it is. Why can't the circus start without the man? Well, the guard is going. I'm angry. I can't believe he's a thief and he took it. But now I want to know what's happening with the other man and the circus. Do you know what a circus is? Well, it's really fun to watch. Usually there's animals and people, and they do many things that are really fun, like jump in the air and many tricks. Circuses are great. But this man is that's right, he's a thief. I wonder what he does at the circus. What's going to happen next? Me too. I want to look at the next picture. I'm glad you said it. So why don't we turn to page 8 and look at that picture? Who are those two people that are talking? Well, it's Heidi and it's Jeff. What do you think they're talking about? Well, they're probably talking about what they just heard and what they saw. Because they saw the two people. Yeah, they saw the guard and the other man talking about the Star of Africa. It looks like they're thinking about something. What do you think? Well, I don't see the Star of Africa, so I bet that they're talking about the Star of Africa and where it might be going. Do you know where it's going? Let's read the top of the page and find out what Heidi and Jeff are talking about.
Page 8. Heidi and Jeff get out of the truck. They are in a big, empty building. It is dark.
The guard is going back to the Tower of London,
says Jeff.
Then everybody will think he is not a thief,
says Heidi.
Yes, but he is a thief. He is the thief of the Star of Africa,
says Jeff.
Well, we just read that Heidi got out of the truck along with Jeff, and they're alone in that empty building, and it's dark, and they're talking about what they just saw and heard. And what's going on? Well, the guard is going back to the Tower of London. This is not good because he is a thief, but everyone is going to think that he is not a thief. And Jeff says he is a thief, the thief of the Star of Africa. What are they going to do? Will they go back to the Tower of London? Will they tell them that what they saw? I don't know. What would you do? Okay, let's read the second half to find out what Heidi and Jeff do about that thief.
And the other man is going to the circus. But why?
Says Heidi.
The circus cannot start without him,
says Jeff. Suddenly, Jeff looks at Heidi. Heidi looks at Jeff.
The ringmaster,
they say.
He is the ringmaster.
So the other man is going back to the Tower of London, the guard. And then what are Heidi and Jeff talking about? Well, they say that the other man is going back to the circus. But why? Why does he need to go to the circus? Well, why can the circus not start without him? This is what they're talking about. They're thinking, what job at the circus causes the circus to start? And what is it? The ringmaster. Do you know what a ringmaster is? Well, they're the person that says, "Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the circus." Yes, he welcomes everybody into the circus. Oh, Heidi and Jeff are so smart that they knew that it was him. I am kind of glad that they followed the thief, but I'm scared for them too. Can you believe it? Only, a short time ago, they were sitting down with their class and they were talking about the beautiful Star of Africa. And then what happens? The bell starts ringing and they hear the guards say, "Stop, don't move," because someone has stolen the Star of Africa. But what happens? Well, Heidi and Jeff see the guard come out the side of the building. They see him go off with a bag and they're thinking to themselves, this is kind of suspicious. So they follow him. They follow the guard and they get in the truck with him and they go to an empty building. Do you remember that? And what do they see then? They see two people talking to each other. That's right. And the guard gives the man the diamond. And who do we know the man is now? We know it's the ringmaster. Wow. So the guard goes back to the Tower of London, but still the Star of Africa. Where is it going? It's going to the circus. I've never been to a circus, but I think it would be fantastic to see everything. I hear there's elephants and lions and so many things. But that's not what's important here. What's important? That's right, the beautiful Star of Africa, the big diamond. What are Jeff and Heidi going to do? Do you think they'll go to the circus or they're going to go to the Tower of London? What would you do? I don't know.
Stop and pop.
I guess we're going to have to wait until next time to find out. But for homework, you can read page 9 until 12 and see if Jeff and Heidi go after the ringmaster. I would also like you to do your workbook. Yes, don't you love the workbook? It's so much fun. Make sure you do the questions about today's reading and listen to the tape to check your answers. And I will see you next time to learn more about Heidi and Jeff. Woohoo! Bye!